Hey everybody, we are on Xtreme series, and today we're going to see again in our 15 ways to kill your pastor. We're going to put him on a dirt bike, and I'm out with a couple of pros. So we have Don Little here from Moto City Anthem, and he brought along a serious rider. Tell him who you brought with you.
Sean Kalos here, ex-factory rider. Had a Team Yamaha ride, I know Honda ride at one time too, and been around a long time, and he's still pretty fast.
A whole lot faster than me. And he is going to put me through the paces. These guys are going to show me what real motocross riding is like. I've done a little bit, nothing like these guys. And you train people now too.
Yep. After I retired, I started helping people, and now I train anywhere from brand new, never rode before, to a seasoned pro. So,
kind of like me.
Sure.
So this is going to be awesome. These guys they brought out some really nice shiny bikes. That's a new experience for me. And if you want to get some lessons, this is your guy. He can take you from zero to hero, you know, a week or two at least.
Preach it. Keep preaching. Keep preaching.
He's the man, and he's going to bring it on. And so we're going to go out on the dirt track. We're going to start out slow. They're going to run me through some paces, teach them what I need to know, and see what they can get me up to. We'll see how it goes. Again, thanks a bunch to these guys for coming. We're going to talk more. This is a great man of faith too, and I'm very excited about hearing more about his story and about what God has done to help him be successful in the sport, and what he's doing now, and also Don and what Don's doing too, which is pretty cool. And if you need something, quad, side by side, this is your man, Moto City Anthem. He's the one that gave us a couple of the things you see on stage right now. He's your guy. So anyway, it's going to be fun. So come with us. It'll be good. So we just got done killing the pasture. I did a couple little bitty jumps and still biffed pretty good. And these guys skied big jumps, but very fun. I think both of you guys are doing it. Well, I want to ask you about what are the 2 or 3 things that mistakes riders make?
Well, I think one of the main things is they try to go a little too fast than what they're ready for, and they kind of just want to twist the throttle instead of actually focus on a little technique, because it is a dangerous sport.
Yeah.
So they try to go a little too fast, a little in a hurry, and they can get themselves hurt.
And they position themselves wrong. Is one of the first things you told me is where you're riding the bike at.
Correct. Yeah, I always tell people there's really 2 things you need to learn. That's your throttle and clutch control, and your body position. And when I teach my schools, I go over all those details. But yeah, very, very, very important, especially on a dirt bike with loose dirt and everything. Even though these things are designed for that,
Yep.
Obviously technique and anything is going to help you.
So what have you learned in the sport, as far as you've gone in the sport, that has helped you in your faith?
Oh man, just the work and the dedication and even the risk of even being a Christian and standing up for what you believe. And it's awesome because when you really, for me, when I've stood up, when I didn't feel like standing up, God has delivered me tremendously. I have so many neat stories in the sport of motocross and off the track. So, I mean, it relates my whole life. You know, it's been God and motocross for me, and it's just been awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool. So, Don, you had huge success, and you've been a member of our church how long?
About 4 years.
4 years. And Don was telling me earlier how much he liked it and why he liked it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I grew up going to church, actually in Kingdom Hall back many, many years ago, and kind of rebelled against it. Felt like I couldn't live up to standards at the time, I guess. And then I prayed my whole life. I always felt close to God, but I always kind of asked God, like, nothing dramatic has happened in my life. How can you pull me closer to you? You know what I mean? Because you hear these stories of alcoholism and drugs and different things that pull people close, and I never had that kind of thing. And then finally I had enough heartbreak one time, and it was like, let's start going to church. And it was amazing that the first probably half dozen times I went to your church, I cried tears and laughed tears, I think pretty much every weekend. And it was like, it was amazing how many times the message, it felt like it was meant for me. You know what I mean? And then just to see you, how natural you are up there and down to earth and genuine, and you know, you speak of your weaknesses, not just you know, your strengths and stuff. And
like
I guess
motorcycle
we all relate,
riding.
yeah, we all relate to that, you know. And you know, it's funny you asked Sean about relating faith to riding and stuff. And you know, 3 weeks ago I crashed really hard on a motorcycle. And I pray every time before I ride, just like I pray in the morning and night and every time else. And I always pray for God to look over me. I ask for Him to protect me, help me make good decisions and to be smooth. I don't always make good decisions.
Not many of us do.
But what I found out just like 2 weeks ago is He pulls me through.
Yeah.
He always pulls me through.
Well, and you said church has become such a part of your life, you don't even like to miss when you're on.
No, my wife and I will miss once in a while because we've got something else planned. And I'm always bummed that I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm always bummed. You know, because it's almost like sometimes you think you want that break that day, and then afterwards you're like, man, I wish I'd went.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
especially when you go the next week, you're like, wow,
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah,
You know?
that's cool. And you said that you got to have a lot of faith, and it's a risk just to step out in faith.
Oh yeah.
We're in this Xtreme series. What would you encourage people to do in their faith?
You know, it's maybe hard to explain. I think you just have to first of all have that relationship with Jesus through prayer, you know, and through reading scripture. That's what I do, and it talks a lot about faith and how to use it, and examples like King David fighting Goliath and all these stories. So many neat stories that relate directly to today. And when you have that knowledge and you have the Spirit of God in you, and even though you don't know, you're kind of in that unknown. You know, for me, when you step out in faith, I'm telling you, in genuine faith, you can definitely defeat Goliath. And if, like Don said, you get knocked down, I mean, trust me, I've raced professional all over the world for many, many years. I'm strong, I'm healthy. Yes, I have some issues, but I'm motivated to stay fit and healthy myself. And I have 4 boys that I've raised. My wife is such a beautiful lady. And boy, it all comes together when you have that faith.
It's cool.
It's awesome. It's just
Great.
hard to explain, but I'm a total testament to it. That's all I
awesome.
can say.
It's awesome. What's the best you ever accomplished?
You know, I mean, I've won national championships. I'm a multi-time national champion. I've won, you know, 2 4-stroke, they call it 4-stroke world championships. I won numerous races all over the world. You know, it's my whole resume. It's pretty long, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, what a neat career. I started when I was 3 years old on a little Indian 50, and then racing when I was 5. Actually, right here at this place, Canyon Raceway, in 1976.
Wow.
And so I always have memories when I come back here. So yeah, good time.
We're just so privileged to have both these guys. I think we just thank God for them taking the time, but also their testimony and their faith is so good. It's such a great witness to all of us. And so thank you guys, and come and see us.
Awesome, man.
Very
Nice
soon.
to meet you.
Cool. That was awesome. Thank you. We'll do more after I recover from this.